Thank you so much.
Okay. Enjoy being with you guys tonight. Thanks for having me on.
Appreciate you, Coach.
You bet, guys.
Oh, Lord, Coach.
Hey, y'all, this is Ryan Monso, and this is the Cougar Afterthought Show, Cats from GoCougs.com. We're sponsored by Star Pizza. Go get you some Star Pizza. You got your one piece. Now go get your whole pizza. We're also sponsored by Section 12X. Brad, tell them about Section 12X.
Guys, Section 12X, we've been hyping it up. Now it's here. Look at that. Look at that fine collection of gear. Special shirt, all basketball. Look at all that basketball going on. So much history celebrating it. You got a quarter zip. You got a hoodie. Now, I've got to tell you, man, we've for years and years and years been asking for good-looking gear. And, man, did the guys at Section 12X step up and get us some. Not only is it good-looking, it feels fantastic. I don't really wear a lot of night stuff, but this stuff is way out of my league. It is nice. It feels good. For us really jacked up behemoth guys that got you ready. See, check it out. I go with double luck today. Look at that. This is the reason we did not get upset in our trap game. So I hope all y'all go and buy some more gear. Go visit the guys at Section 12X. Go take care of the people who take care of us. There's a hole in the market.
Not anymore.
Section 12X stepped up, got you some fine-looking stuff and the highest quality you could possibly get, and you can't beat the customer service. I mean, every time I get something from them, handwritten note, thank you. And it's shipped out immediately. There's nobody that's going to deliver faster, nobody going to service you better. Section 12X, go hit them up.
So we've got the broadcast of the really loud post game behind me. So I'm going to dip my audio. Brad, why don't you discuss what you thought about this game, and then maybe look at comments.
First I want to congratulate you. You had a direct hand in the way this game was played. You wrote a really nice article about the incredible ability to take care of the basketball today. And they said, you know what, man, I can't let Ryan he can't have any spotlight like that. Here, we're going to just take a big poop on it. But hey, man, I expected not as ugly here. I think the refs also played a big part in this. And I'm not saying this from a U of H perspective. I thought they sucked on both ends of the court. I thought they sucked against Kansas State, and I thought they sucked against us. I will say that the technical on JoJo and the technical on Mac Moonlight,
Lurch.
Jesus, those were terrible. Those were both.
I didn't like the one on JoJo, but the one on the Italian kid was garbage.
I mean, they might have said something, but it wasn't anything over the top that anybody outside of 3 feet could possibly hear. Or no, the technical was on Sacco. I'm sorry. Sorry, JoJo. I don't want to credit you with any more fouls than you already.
Yeah.
But hey, this program is what it is, and a 14-point loss apparently gets people down. Happy birthday to Mr. Sacco. Apparently it's
a 14-point win gets them down.
Yeah, 14-point win.
Yeah.
So I was fine with it. Kingston struggled, but I also look up and he got 7 rebounds. Galen talks about it quite a bit. That if you're having an off night, you got to find a way to contribute. And he did exactly that. He also got to the free throw line. So there we go. E-Man. Another dunk, emphatic dunk. It looks like he came out and was out here to prove a point tonight. Outside of that, I thought Sacco played well. I was happy to see actual minutes, and he held his own out there. I mean, he looked like he. That's exactly what we're going to need going forward. So it turned out to be a perfect night for him. But outside of that, the turnovers were just disappointing. The second half was pretty ugly. I did think funny. I texted Monso at half that they started off on they rolled off 9 straight points, and then they were up 15-6 at one point. I think with 11:40 left in the first half, and they ended up with, what was it, 19? Scored 10 more points.
Yeah.
They scored 10 more points. That was pretty impressive.
I think Kansas State played pretty well in that second half. You've seen him quit in a few games lately, but they didn't quit. And it's a moral victory, but they need a moral victory because they're not getting real victories.
We did the conference a favor tonight. We let him have that moral victory, and we're just trying to keep the guy around. We want Jerome
Tang gang.
We need him to continue. He needs to carry on.
How's my sound? Is it really bad back here? Okay. My mother asked how many fouls total were called tonight, and it was 44, which is tied for the most U of H has seen all year. Syracuse, Arkansas, and now Kansas State, all 44 fouls, which is ridiculous. But that's how it goes.
Yeah, neither team can get into a flow. It was stop and start.
Brad, did you stroke out?
No, I was looking at something. We did 40%. So our offense sucks crowd. Hey, we hit our number.
Yeah. Talk about our guy Said Lot in the performance he put out there tonight. I thought in the first half when everything was disjointed, Said was kind of a solidifying force. When they were up 9, Said came in and he ended up getting to the line on a 1-on-1, and he made both. And that's when that run started. And he had some tough rebounds, and I don't know what he ended up with, but 2 rebounds. Okay. So 1 offensive, 1 defensive. And
I thought another one in there.
Yeah. 6 hard minutes of what you needed.
Yeah. Yeah. See, you're gonna need guys like that to be able to pull. It's not about just getting playing time and going and scoring or whatever. It's going in there and holding your own and not have to worry about, oh shit, we just got to hope that we don't lose, a 10-point lead with this guy on the floor. He played strong. I mean, you look, his plus minus was +8, so that's pretty damn solid. They didn't fall back because of him. But I thought him and Sacco did a really, really good job of picking up the slack, and not even really picking up the slack, just going out and playing. I thought they were just value add.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I was impressed. The coach had done a really good job of getting Sacco in for Tugler early.
Yes. Had to tonight.
Somehow Tugler he beat him to the punch.
2013 seconds, was it?
Yeah. I think
15. Sorry, 15 seconds. Don't want to take anything away.
I think he was having a contest with their guys. Who was it that had like 2 fouls in like the first minute of the game?
It was the I think it was the big boy. Manning or McGriff. It may have been McGriff. He was he's a mess.
I mean, they had 23 fouls spread between roughly 7 players.
Yeah.
At least we spread it out to 11.
They had 4 guys to get to 4 fouls. The one, Doran Buka, did 5 in 14 minutes. They had a guy who had 4 fouls in 7 minutes, which I thought is really impressive. He ended up playing 14 and not fouling out. Did you notice, was it noted on the broadcast about them not having names on the jerseys?
No. Well,
Kansas State
I wouldn't really. There's a point whenever I start tuning out broadcasters, and
okay,
it was just games like this. It just turns into a bunch of yapping and trying to fill air.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've got a lot of air to fill with dead balls non-stop.
Yes, and a game that you expect U base to blow out, and they kept it pretty distant most of the game.
Yeah, also this he was.
Yeah, so they took the names off the jerseys. He had talked earlier in the week that they had earned those jersey names or those jerseys back, and then all of a sudden he takes the names off their jerseys, which
he didn't say.
I am all for petty.
He didn't say they earned their names on the jersey.
No, maybe not. Maybe not.
Jerome is I don't feel bad for him because he's a victim of his own making. But this is a team this year. I mean, these are teams he handpicks. He goes out and actively chooses these guys. It's probably going to be too late for Kansas State for his tenure at Kansas State, but he's going to have to look himself in the mirror and say, I can recruit, I can spot talented people. I might have a problem spotting basketball players who give a shit.
I think he struggles to coach them into a team.
That too.
I think there's good people or good players, but I wouldn't have any of them on my team.
No.
I'm going to mute for a few minutes while Kelvin is screaming over my ear. I realize how bad this sound is. Towns, why don't you look at some comments and go from there?
Yes, what an amazing game. Watching 3 men blow whistles on a Valentine's Day. It's kind of fitting. Yeah. I did not like it one bit, and it's not because they were blowing the whistle against us. I didn't like a lot of the fouls they were calling against Kansas State. I was like, let the guys play. That was bullshit call. Happy about the win. Sloppy game. We needed our vets today. Our freshmen struggled, which is okay. Part of it. Yeah. Hardwell is terrible. I have to say it. Can't shoot, can barely defend, turn it. Okay. That's just a victim of the moment. And next year, we heard the exact same thing about Mercy, and all of a sudden everybody thinks Mercy should play every minute right now.
You heard the same thing about Jamal Shed.
Yeah, we heard the same thing about Jamal Shed. Jamal Shed was terrible his freshman year. He turns it over to Malechi's he's too small, doesn't shoot well, can't shoot the 3. all of it, and it's a part of it. I don't really give a shit. Obviously, you'd love for them to have played better and not turn the ball over a bunch, but this is what you signed up for coming into the Big 12. Being challenged helps pinpoint the holes. Absolutely. And for games like this, it's a reminder, especially to the young guys. I mean, if we look at it, try to step back from being butthurt because we only won by 14. And people are going to have to go defend this on Twitter, saddle up the Twitter army. But guys who struggled tonight, same couple of guys who struggled night before last, they're your freshmen. It's not a surprise. One thing the freshmen don't understand is that everybody can play at least a little bit. Every single team can win if you let them. These are, you got to learn, and you only learn by going through it. It's easy for us because we just sit here and we just expect these robots to go out and, do and play the way we expect them to. But you take a bad team lightly, they can hurt you. And the thing is that it's difficult to turn on and turn off. Now, I'm not saying that Kingston and Senac did that. I'm not saying Harwell did that. But this is a process you go through. And it's happened it's been back-to-back games. Not ironically, that 2 games that we were expected big blowouts. And we did get blowouts. We just didn't get blowouts big enough. It's a process. They've got to learn different lessons. And it's not all the improvement's not always going to be linear. How about this one was interesting? There are people outside buying one-piece cards for $160. I still haven't heard. Nobody's been able to tell me what one piece is, but I guess
we will talk about it. But they're already on eBay.
But the thing is I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised about it one bit. I mean, when I was a Ute, we had a thing called Garbage Pail Kids, and parents used to go nuts for Cabbage Patch Kids. I mean, literal fights, people just killing each other at Toys R Us for normal people. But if you're from East Texas, it was Toys R Us, just like my grandmother.
Garbage Pail Kids, Cabbage Patch Kids.
Yes, the Garbage Pail Kids were the cards, and then they made some after the some action figures or whatever, dolls or whatever the Cabbage Patch Kids were. But nothing surprised me. Collectors are collectors, and they are insane. I was one. I are one. Matter of fact, thanks to my mother, she bought me Star Wars figures as a child, and we collected them. And even as a teenager, she finished off the set. I think back home we've got the entire original Star Wars set of all action figures, every one of them in the first run. So got that going for me, which is nice. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, $160. Okay. Let's see. Where did we leave off? Section 12X got my Cusick. Mac, what do you think, man? You like it? Of course you do. It's fantastic. Outside the arena was chaotic. My God, there were so many scalpers outside. I made $400 off one card. That a baby. Soak 'em. BYU style, baby. I've never seen so many nerds at a basketball game until today. So you're saying the promotion worked. I like that. I like that. You know, if you're going to have promotions, you need to be for the people to show up. So I'd say job well done. Let's see. Long live Minky Couture. Absolutely. Best blanket ever.
I had never seen it in the arena, and I walk in at 11 a.m. and this is what's looking at me. I'm like, oh crap.
I wonder if they can do some white outline on the Coogs on the wall, on the writing on the wall for us, so it'll stand out, so it'll pop a little bit.
You typically you don't see it because the students, well, number one, it's facing away from the cameras, but the students are standing in front of it, and so you don't really see it. That was actually a quick press conference from the U of H side there. I think this is kind of the game that Kelvin wanted. He wanted to get his guys' attention. He's got it. And for everybody that's griping about how bad they looked here, you go to Hilton Monday night and win. And, I mean, there's no issues. I think Iowa State will be 4 in the country Monday, maybe 5. They'll stay at 5, but they might be 4. And you're going to set up I mean, it's a massive week. You know, just Iowa State and Arizona, same week, both top 5. If you get a split, I think you got to be happy as hell. And if you can win 2 of them, you might be the number 1 team in the country. You know? Yeah. So, I did catch the Minky Couture blankets promo. I had never noticed. I've seen them do the things on the mattresses, but I never really paid attention. But now I know what it is. So there you go. Somebody wrote Towns is a nerd. That's weird.
Yeah. Does Minky Couture happen to like make capes?
Well, they're blankets. You can turn them into a cape.
Well, that's something that Big Townsy can get into. I would wear a cape.
I don't know if you can get into it, but you would wear a cape.
Speak
in the third person and wear a cape.
Capes are meant to be huge. You know, I'd be like the Cowardly Lion. You know, rocking a cape and a scepter.
Okay.
Or
I don't know that the Cowardly Lion had a scepter, but
whenever he got crowned and wore his
at the end. Yeah. Okay.
Come on, son. Right. Maybe I would use a halberd instead. I think that would look cooler.
We'll get to some One Piece stuff here in a bit. I want to talk about some of the backups that played a good bit today. The Harwell is a terrible thing. I just can't process. Where are the comments? Said held it together for a few minutes there early, 100%. I'm not going to be surprised anymore when an end of bench player is forced to play important minutes and they are ready for the moment. I think this is a thing that you see in this program. You see a lot of guys play early and fans are like, why are you playing them? We need to win by 100. And this is why, is when it gets to February and guys are banged up or freshmen aren't performing like you'd hope, you have guys that have experience that can come in and play. And I think you're seeing that. If Harwell isn't playing up to your standard, or if somebody else is not great, there's somebody else that can step up too. Think about the talent level they are playing against every day in practice. You're up 20 early in a bunch of games. It's hard to keep that energy up every time. There you go. And Harwell and Mercy are going to be major pieces next year. They are. There's a process, and it just happens every year after every year after every year.
I think Mercy is going to be a very, very interesting character because he's really kind of playing himself into being a traditional 4-year guy or even a 3-year guy. It doesn't matter. But college basketball has become so weird in the last 10 years that if a guy doesn't come out and do awesome in year 1 or year 2 from true freshman to true sophomore, then people think that, oh, God, these guys are terrible. But that was the evolution of most basketball players.
Yeah. I don't think that's wrong. I'm looking something up real quick. No, he didn't. Question for Ryan: who is the tallest player to ever played for U of H? You remember they signed a guy? I was thinking Ferguson. They signed a guy in 2008 or 9. His name was Dahl, D-A-H-L. He was 7'3". It was a Tom Penders thing. But I don't think he ever made it to campus.
Yeah, I think the Mantis
was 7 foot.
I thought he was like 7'2".
He might have been. I remember 7 foot.
At least 7 foot. All arms and legs. Hence the
G League listed him at 7 foot, so we can probably go with that. Would that be Arifan Deanne at 7'1"? It might be. But I don't know if it's. I mean, okay. Adrian Taylor under Alvin Brooks. That was before my time, so I can't speak to that.
I thought Adrian Taylor was about 6'9", 6'10", maybe.
Well, this that I'm looking at right now says 7'2".
He was a big boy.
Yeah, 7'2".
Man, I don't know his name, but where was he? Where was the big back dude from Kansas State? What was his name? Big chunky guy.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Was it McKnight?
I don't know. He launched a 3.
Well, then Taj Manning is who you're talking about.
Number
think.
6.
Okay, that's
Marcus Johnson.
That's Marcus Johnson. Okay, that boy came out in the pregame in his undershirt, and his titties were sticking so far out, and I mean he had hard nipples too, and they were just like pointing different ways. And I didn't know how he was going to make it through the game. And what did he play? 10 minutes? He played 1 minute. I'm sorry. He played 1 minute.
Well, I think and thank goodness he played 1 minute because he was out there when Ced was, and that floor was taking a beating with both of them running around down there. Because they're both huge in 2 different ways, but probably similar weight.
His line tonight was 0 of 1 in 1 minute and 2 turnovers.
He's definitely like me, dude.
I mean, that is not what you'd hope for.
I like him. I think he should get more playing time. I think Jerome is doing us big boys a disservice. We need a hero out there, just like DJ Burns back a few years ago with NC State. Got to go with the big boys.
Kansas State lists him at 265 pounds.
I seem about right.
Yeah.
Because 265 in the program means about 280.
Yeah. Or 265 first day weigh-in means about 285, 290 once the NIL dollars kick in. And he came from, I think, Little Rock, Arkansas, Little Rock. So he wasn't getting any NIL dollars, and now he is.
True. I like him. I liked his game. His 1 3-pointer was awesome. His 1 3-point attempt was awesome.
U of H uses the games to develop team skill rather than flashy wins. It attracts polls and people who don't know what they don't know. Yeah, of course. That's and you'd much rather be that as a program than be somebody like Kansas, who everybody was talking about how hot they were, and they go to Ames and lose by 20 something. Is that right? 21, 23,
17?
something like that.
17.
Oh, it was
18?
only 17. Oh,
Well, I mean,
18. It was 18. It's 74-56.
Yeah, I mean, it got down to nearly broke it to nearly cut the game to 10, and then
Did you see the Colorado BYU score?
no,
Colorado took them to overtime in Provo.
in Provo. Wow.
In Provo. And BYU ended up winning. I bet there was a disparity in free throws. Yeah, 9. Not a huge disparity. That's weird. BYU had 16 turnovers. Yeah, you were talking about the U of H turnovers. I felt like I had to get those turnover stories out before they went
Before that
blank.
game like tonight.
Well, you knew that this was the opportunity for it to happen. Just this middle game shoved in before you go on this 8-day trek to Ames, home for Arizona, and then to Lawrence. And, I thought they were sloppy with the ball. They turned it over a ton early in the first or second half. It was surprising how bad it looked. They had 5 turnovers in 6 minutes. I don't think they turned it over again. But it was not great. They had 12 in the first. No, I'm sorry. I'm looking at Kansas State's. 15 turnovers and 12 in the second half.
Yeah, that was the second half got really sloppy, and that's
Kingston had 4, Emmanuel had 4, and Sacco had 3.
Yeah, I mean, you started slow, but then everybody kicked in, and starting slow was only a factor of we just missed shots. It wasn't anything wrong. It just we were missing shots. Second half was we've got this in the bag. Let's just finish it out.
Yeah, and get a lot of guys in. And then they ended up bringing in starters when you got down or you were only up 10. But
and the starters were turning it over.
Yeah, no, they totally were. You started this game 2 of 15 from the floor. I never, and you were 0 of 4 from the line.
And weren't they like 4-6 from 3?
Yeah, they hit some threes early. I don't know if it was 4-6, but it was certainly they hit some threes early. 15 turnovers was the most of the year. 44 fouls ties the most of the year. Just an ugly day. But you got to win. You lead the conference. Arizona plays tonight. They're playing now?
Yeah, they're up 23-16 at 7:21 point.
Okay.
So I mean, they're right there.
Yeah. And I mean, they're going to win that game. And so
yeah, I don't think anybody had any question on that.
Monday, tied for the lead in the conference, which is all you can ask for. And you have, I mean, the opportunity is going to be right out in front of you. Is Iowa State, Arizona, and then Kansas. And, those are the top 3 teams in the league other than U of H. So, hell of a week. But you get, people are saying Hakeem, he was listed at 7 foot, but he was really about 6'11".
6'10". He was 6'10".
Yeah, okay. The 7 foot just made it sound great, and he was so skinny. Whatever. Guess we are Galenless today. Galen is here in town with his family, and so he was gonna might not make it. He's made it almost every show this year, but he'll be back with us Monday night, I think, and it'll be fine. Sorry, it's just us.
Got to do Valentine's Day, hook it up with the fam.
Yeah,
especially being an out of town kid now.
Yeah, he's been in Jasper all week. Jasper and Nacogdoches. So
Yeah, hey,
Poor
he
guy.
survived it. So I mean, we have confirmation of that.
BYU's Sanders was injured. Saunders was injured. Saunders was injured. I
Well,
thought
that's no good for him.
Carlson
But
was
they
7-1.
they showed against us they can play without him.
They did. Josh Carlton was not 7-1. He was well under 7 feet. I don't know the answer to this. I didn't notice it, which is why I probably should have noticed it. But yeah, people got things to do. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about One Piece real quick. They were going to do some music thing at halftime. I thought they were going to actually be here. I didn't really understand what this was. It was, frankly, nothing. Kind of disappointing. These people were, they have a live action show on Netflix, and they put the people that are in that show on a screen talking, and promoting that show starts again in March, which is what this whole tour is about. But it was just these cards, these trading cards, and some T-shirts. So,
Okay.
and people started lining up. I took a walk around the 9-minute mark in the second half, and they started lining up right here in the midsection where you come out onto Holman, and the line stretched all the way to the other entrance off of Cullen inside the arena. So you're on the concourse. And by the under 4 timeout, it had stretched all the way back. It had circled the arena completely. And it wasn't one person in a line. It was like 8 people. And I had never seen anything like it. But I don't understand this whole thing. Somebody mentioned this to me, and I went and checked, and it's true. This One Piece thing, since they started, has been a $40 billion company. I have no clue.
No, well, I mean, it's Japanese, so I mean,
Well, I don't know what that means either.
well, that means they got really big, not here.
Yeah. But it's apparently pretty big here. I mean, I was in Chicago this summer, and I couldn't figure out, there were a bunch of Asian girls walking around with pink mini skirts and black tops. And I was like, what is going on? Well, it turns out there was a K-pop concert at Soldier Field, and they sold 90,000 tickets to it. I was like, oh, that's what y'all are doing. Got it. Okay. Y'all have fun. I had no idea. It's just not my thing. Maybe it is my thing, and I don't know it yet. We are going to give away some of that beautiful Section 12X merchandise today. Here's what's going to happen. You have to do 2 things to get this. And it's going to be some of the new gear. It's not going to be a hat. It's going to be a polo, a hoodie, or the performance Q-zip. What you have to do is go to YouTube, youtube.com/GoCoogs. Make sure you're subscribed to the Go Coogs YouTube. Have to be to win. And Brad is going to give you something. You have this set up to put them in that drawing. Okay.
I'm doing
This
it.
is what happens when I don't do everything.
What text do you want?
Cats. C-A-T-S.
Capitalize. Cats.
C-A-T-S. No exclamation point, just C-A-T-S. But you've got to subscribe on YouTube, and you've got to put cats in the comments wherever you're watching from, whether it's YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, wherever. Cats, C-A-T-S. And we'll give it about 15 minutes, and then we'll draw that winner. Are you going to put it on the screen?
I am.
Okay. You do your thing, and I'm going to talk some other stuff. Tomorrow night, on Talking About Them Cougars, we have new U of H defensive backs coach Marcus Trice joining us. Coach Trice is going to talk about his role at SFA, moving here, Jalen Mayo, and the DB room that he takes over, working with Austin Armstrong and Willie Fritz. We're going to get into a lot. The basketball team will be traveling, so we can't get anybody from that team for tomorrow night. It'll be the same way a week from now. So we got a football coach, somebody that we've never talked to, and I don't think anybody's really had the opportunity to talk much to him. So I think that's going to be great, really getting him and his program out there. Got some good entries on this Cats giveaway, Section 12X. Very excited about that. While we're doing this, Star Pizza. Go get you some Star Pizza. The good people at Star Pizza. You're going to have reverse PR tonight. You're going to have food all day tomorrow. And Monday, you've got an 8 p.m. Big Monday tip. You got to have your Star Pizza for that. I'm going to Iowa State. Temperature expected to be 65 degrees in Ames. Loving it. 9 inches of snow 2 years ago, 65 this time. I'll take it. But get you some Star Pizza to watch that game and then hang out with us on Cats afterwards. And we'll have a good time. Everybody will have a good time. Why wouldn't we? Star Pizza. We'll get to two idiots talking about sports after we complete this thing here. They better not give out one-piece cards at the Arizona game until the game ends. Causes people to leave early. It caused them to get in line and not care about this game. There was great energy in the arena early, but a lot of it was people that just weren't here to be here. Stay dry, you mean? Towns' power flashed off. He'll be back when the internet reboots. So we got that going for us. So no Galen, no Towns, just me. So here's where if you make a comment, it's a lot more likely to get read than other times because I got nothing. We can talk about this game. We can talk about whatever y'all want. Galen bails on me. Brad bails on me. Appreciate y'all, though. Y'all are great. Galen just texted me with the fam. Thanks, Galen. NRG, I am not sure that this is going to work just because of the way the system is set up. I think you just have to put CAT, C-A-T-S. Otherwise, it won't put you in that drawing. And that's not us. That's just how the system works. Hopefully it didn't all break when Brad disappeared. Do we want the number 1 seed or are we better off with a 2 seed? You want to be the number 1 seed in the South. Being the one in the West or the North, the Midwest as they call it, or the East, not great. Just not great locations. I believe it's San Francisco, Chicago, and Boston, and then Houston. You want to be in the South. The South Regional will be held at Toyota Center. You want to be there. I would be surprised if they allowed a 2 seed Houston to play at Toyota Center. I really would. I'd be surprised. So you want that 1 seed. And you've been a 1 seed for 3 years. Why not go for a 4th? We wrote an article this week that U of H has played 27 straight games in postseason tournaments as a 1 seed. That's AAC, Big 12, and the NCAA tournament. 27 games as a 1 seed. that's the golden era of U of H basketball. The game was over at the 10-minute mark. I don't know about that.
I'll be right back.
And Kansas State was trying to cheat by turning the lights on and off. I had never seen that happen in this building. The arena lights, not the floor lights, but in the arena, kind of like, you know how Hofheinz was really dark. The arena lights were flashing on and off for 5 minutes earlier in the game. Kind of wild, but hadn't seen that. I guess that was Jerome Tang doing it. Ryan, I stayed late after the game and I saw you set up. I was going to sit next to you during the show, but I can't if you're not wearing UH red. Well, I can't wear U of H red doing what I do. It's just not possible. To be a media person, you've got to be somewhat impartial, neutral. And obviously y'all know where I lean and what the name of our website is, but to sit in the press box, to go and talk to coaches, and I just have to be neutral. It's just one of the rules. And I'm not going to let the color of my shirt be a reason I can't do the job that we've been doing for 8 years. Did we get the South situation fixed because we can't host and be a 1 seed? Yes. Frankly, there's no reason to ever host. Ever. There is barely any money in it. And all it does is prevent you from playing in that arena. And so I've never understood why U of H wanted to be a host. Let TSU or Rice or HCU or whoever, A&M, let them host. Anybody can be a host, but I don't think it should be U of H. There's no reason. Brad, welcome back. Thank you.
So, yeah, it's a little windy over here. Here we go. This is what it looks like right now. This is what's coming to my house. Right.
Well, that's coming to most of our houses.
Right there. Right in here. I'm getting hammered. The wind is going nuts outside. Tornado watch in the area. So everybody be safe.
Yeah, that does not look great.
Yeah, so if I disappear again, then it's because of that, because there's so many dang trees around here and the power lines, of course, they can't bury them.
Fascinating.
And that's
did we lose the when you fell off, did we lose the cats, the drawing, or is that still a thing?
Well, it still exists, but it stopped at 21.
Oh. Huh. Well, that's not good.
So
how about, do you want to restart it? What do you think? Okay, you restart it. Let's do the same word, cats. The important thing to realize is that this is all Brad's fault. But we're going to need you in just a moment to put in cats again. I apologize to everyone that's already done it, but you can't make the weather go away.
Well, you're gonna have to go to church tomorrow, and you're gonna have to talk with Jesus about that.
In my faith, we can talk to Jesus at any time in any place.
Well, me too, but church is a good place to do it.
Okay.
Cleanse yourself.
Are you going to put that up?
You'll probably need to do it on your end, so
that's
when
smarter.
It won't. You won't lose it. Can't ask people to type stuff in 3 times. Come on.
Yeah, that's true. Now, how do I put it on the screen? That I don't know. I just did it, but I don't know how to put it on the screen.
There is a.
Oh.
plus button. It says share screen. Click on share screen to highlight the browser page.
So I think it actually kept because we're at 24 entries right now, it says, so it kept them. It didn't.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's actually really good. So we're at 24 entries. So we're good. So if you've done it, you don't have to do it again.
But it's a good time to remind you to go ahead and keep on keeping on. All the new people that came in.
Yeah.
And you never know. People are seeking shelter from the storm.
Yeah. I'm excited to go out in that very soon. Yeah. Cats.
I was gonna order a little star pizza, but I think I have to wait for a little bit and let this go through.
Okay. Forced to listen to the game today because don't have Peacock subscription. Appreciate what Elvin Hayes did for U of H basketball, but he's a really awful color commentator. Can Galen replace him? I have thought that the radio color analyst job is exactly what would be perfect for Galen. They're not going to push Elvin out until he's ready to go. He doesn't travel, and I think that would be helpful, but it is what it is. I don't know how that would go. I don't think you can push a guy like that out, but it's been better. We appreciate all of you. Brad just got bolted again. Jeremy, on the other hand, is elite play-by-play. I am so impressed with Jeremy. Like, he and I had never really crossed paths. Even when he was doing U of H games, I just didn't know him very much, and I didn't talk to him that much. And now we talk almost every game. And just listening to him and sitting next to him a few times, hearing him do the game, I mean, it's certainly a skill I do not possess. And to be able to hear people in your ear and to continue talking and paying attention to the game, there's very few people that can do that. Jeremy is absolutely phenomenal. Honestly, best in the business. Elvin is a legend. He is. I don't know if he's a legend as a broadcaster, but I think he's certainly a legend. Can we get a score update? 32-32 Tech in Arizona at the half. Arizona had 9 more free throw attempts in the first half. Same in turnovers. That's one to watch. Kelvin said Elvin stays for as long as he wants to be part of the organization. If that's what he says, that makes sense. But I just don't see how you would ever push him out. We have Brad Towns back, but he's a black box as of right now. Brad? Okay, maybe he's not here. Maybe he is.
Hey.
Sean,
hey. You are correct. I'm literally teetering on the edge. I got rid of Xfinity cable. I'm doing without them. Very seriously consider what you call it.
Something else?
Whatever that shit is.
Whatever that shit is. Okay. Do you live in Houston, Towns?
I do.
That's not a lot of women that are asking where you live, but yeah, Kristen.
It's good to know to avoid.
Yeah. Just stay out of that general area.
Exactly.
So what you need to do to have a chance at this drawing, this Section 12X gear drawing, is Cats. Put it in and make sure you're subscribed to the Go Coogs on YouTube. There we go. I'm having to do everything. Brad's not helping. Brad, if you had to say who your player of the game was, who would you give it to?
Emmanuel.
Emmanuel, yeah.
Yeah, man,
He
I
pretty much did
I
everything.
really like the way he's playing right now. He's not just settling for threes. He's being a nuisance. He's getting people in the air and then headed to the rim. Playmaker.
Milo Shuzan was 5 of 11 for 12 points and 8 assists.
Yeah.
That's a really nice game. Milos has been really, really good at home. I think he was better in the Utah game, but you really need him to step up in Ames on Monday night at Hilton Coliseum. I am so excited to go there. When I was there the first time, it was the middle of a snowstorm and the students weren't back from winter break. And so I didn't get the full Hilton experience. This time I think I'm going to get the full Hilton experience, and I can't wait. U of H might lose that game. I think they're going to be an underdog, but
Sure. Especially
this is the kind of game that this is the exact game you came to this conference to play. Going to Kansas, going to Hilton, going to BYU, going to Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
And you have won in 14 of the 15 arenas in this conference. Iowa State's the last, and this is your chance. Cats, in the comments, and subscribe on YouTube, and we will be good to go. We've got about, we're going to say 4 more minutes because Towns ejected a few times. Plenty of awful fouls today, but there was one where Eman was defending. Offensive player pushed off hard. Eman got the foul. It was non-existent.
They had a couple of them too. I mean,
100%.
I'm going for both teams. If I was Kansas State, I'd be pissed. If I was U of H fan, I would be pissed. I welcome it because I don't think it didn't make a difference either way, other than made it a really ugly game all around.
Mm-hmm.
Might want to check on what the ref schedule was, because it was probably
It wasn't. No. Mm-mm.
Really.
They all worked Thursday. One of them worked Wednesday. One of them had been off. It's only worked one game since last Saturday. It was not a heavy. I mean, you had 2 very inexperienced refs. And then Greenstein calls a lot.
There should be a stats page dedicated to refs around the country, so you can learn, so everybody can be very, very aware of what these guys call, who they're calling it against, how often they're calling, so you can know when you're in for some bullshit. Because who has that information? Casinos. You know who else has that information? Sharps.
Annual. Yeah. So how do I do this share screen thing again? I think because it's still the same for you. Why don't you see if you can do it? Because it didn't change.
Okay, let me walk you through this. Down at the bottom tray.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to probably crash out again.
Is the little guy, the share? I see that share screen. Yeah.
Click the plus, share screen, and then choose the one that has whichever page has what you're trying to put up there.
Let's see if that works. Yeah, there we go. Mine's white because I don't do the black the dark background like you. So
Here we go. Can we talk about the rise of Big Snacks? Outstanding progress. Absolutely, we can. He after the Texas Tech game, he's a different player. He's found another gear, and he's a lot more aggressive, like dramatically more aggressive. And it's great to see on the boards. Offensively, he still looks very similar, except he's a little bit more dynamic when he gets the ball. But defensively and on the boards, offensive boards and defensive boards, he's just a lot more aggressive.
yes,
He's
not standing
I want to think that it's because, a lot of it's because, he got an earful, but I think he finally realized his potential, and it's like, I can go out here and just let it rip.
it clicks for every player in this program at some point, or
Yes.
almost every player. And it usually does not happen because you're playing well. It happens when you're facing adversity. And for him, it clicked basically in the last 6 games, which is, since you've been to Tech, you're 6-0 now. And it's just working. And
Yes.
good for him. Be careful going home. Thank you. Looking at this radar.
I'll put it this way. A few weeks ago, he was allegedly falling out of the first round. All of a sudden, he's back in the lottery discussion.
Yeah.
That's
Those are some
the
crazy.
That's the captured by the moment nature of today.
Yeah. But these are some crazy colors on this radar.
It is.
Yellows and oranges. And I think you were gone when we talked about it, but Tech and Arizona are tied at the half.
Yeah, they got 4 minutes left at halftime.
4 minutes left at halftime or of halftime?
Of halftime.
Purdue got to play in Indianapolis as a 2, didn't they? Yes. And Auburn played in Birmingham. Purdue playing in Indianapolis, I mean, it was an advantage, but it's not like playing in your home city. And I think U of H playing in Houston is a different situation. I didn't love that Purdue was in that bracket and going to Indianapolis, but you knew it was coming. You knew it was going to happen.
Absolutely.
So I don't think it's inevitable that U of H is there. But if you win this conference, you're a 1 seed and you're going to be in the South. And that's just how it is. All right. We're going to give it about 30 more seconds. If you're watching, you have to put CATS, C-A-T-S, in the comments, and you have to subscribe on YouTube. We're going to check both. We're going to pick one of the people that wrote CATS. We're going to check to see if they're subscribed on YouTube, and then we're good to go, and we're giving this away. So thank you all so much for hanging out with us. Kind of a buggy kind of game to talk about, but we appreciate everybody hanging out with us. And we'll go ahead and do the drawing. I think I can just hit the word draw.
I agree.
Oh, look at that. It did work. Thomas win 90-36. Thomas. Here's what you're going to do. No.
It's true.
Poor guy. Okay. We're going to. Awesome. That was great. Thank you, Thomas. So what you're going to need to do is email me or message me on Twitter, Facebook, whatever you got. You can go to gocoogs.com, go to more at the top, and go to our contact page and contact me from there. We'll check and verify that you YouTube, but we see that you got the YouTube logo right there, so I assume you are. But we appreciate it. Thank y'all so much. I put cats like 4 times. Does that matter? I think it counts your first is how I read it. It counts 1 and not all 4.
Just in case, just so you don't.
Yeah, so you're not cheating. We protect you, or the software, not us, protects you from. Does he subscribe? Yeah, we're gonna make sure. If he doesn't, we'll give it away tomorrow night. But I'm pretty sure he does. So Section 12X, giving some of that away. Appreciate Frederick at Section 12X, who has done an amazing job with this company. I mean, this was an idea a year ago, and he's turned it into a great group of products. I saw this polo, I think 12 times today. I don't think I saw the quarter zip, and I just don't know if I saw the hoodie because it's not as noticeable. But I saw the polo, and looking at this is my collection here that I got last night, and looking at the polo and looking at the detail, and then the detail you can see on the what do you call that? The hood of the hoodie, the Texas and U of H logos. It's so great. It's cool for U of H to finally have something like this. Other schools are getting these big companies to do it. They weren't doing it, and Frederick saw a need, and now he's fulfilled it. And I think it's just awesome. I'm going to tell you right now, I am working with Frederick for women's products. There is a huge market for U of H women's products, and we have some very influential women here at U of H. I'm not naming any names. Segue. Today, thank you to Karen Sampson, who pulls this out of her bag, and I thought it was like mayonnaise.
Delicious. What? You carrying around mayonnaise?
Well, Karen Sampson gave it to me.
Man, if she's carrying around mayonnaise and just handing it out.
No, it's foot cream. She made it.
Really?
Yeah. And I don't know what that says about me. I don't think she's ever seen my feet. I'm guessing. But she gave me foot cream.
She probably thought, hey, by the looks of your co-host, he's definitely an urban yeti, so probably rarely wears shoes and probably needs it.
Can we get the old UH logo on a polo? Boy, do I have news for you. It's on a polo. Go to section12x.com and check it out. On a polo. It's on the Swagger Cougar polo. Man, that's good looking. And yeah, it's the old school skinny U of H logo, just like on the quarter zip. Gonna love it.
And the best thing about the quarter zip and the hoodie is that they're thin. They're thin, so it's perfect for Houston, given that we're never really too cold. See, when it's really cold, you got one substantial to hook you up. And then also you got
Minky Couture. Galen's not here. We can talk about Minky all we want.
Hey, Minky, hook us up.
Minky, baby. But yes,
I will literally wear a Minky Couture cape every show, and every time I go to Star Pizza.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Oh, yeah, what did we want? We wanted to talk about something SMU.
SMU selling games to Cowboys Stadium.
What?
AT&T Stadium.
What?
They sold their LSU game. They sold their OU game, I believe, in 27 and 29,
Ooh.
or 28 and 29. U of H plays LSU in 27, right? The
Not next year, the
difference,
year after. And then we play OU the year after that in 28.
yeah, so 27.
Yeah.
This year you play the Georgia team, and then Oregon State comes to U of H. The difference in what SMU did and what U of H did with LSU is key. U of H did not sell a game. That game was presented to U of H as a game at NRG.
Correct.
So U of H has sold games. They sold Washington State a couple of years ago. They sold Texas Tech a couple of years ago. Those were terrible decisions. Terrible.
Absolutely.
Playing LSU at NRG, great decision. Huge difference. SMU had those teams scheduled in their home stadium.
Yes.
And sold it.
Yes.
Terrible. That's all you got?
No, I've been working on trying not to talk over you. I was going to let you
I
finish.
appreciate that, buddy. Go ahead.
They have been getting blasted by the 11 alumni they have active on Twitter, and they deserve every bit of it. It's one thing to agree to a deal that you would not get done otherwise, like us
Yes.
at NRG with LSU. But, and I hope the people who make these decisions are listening, Mr. Nunez. If you sell the OU game, expect fire and brimstone, because it's coming. If a game is on the schedule with one of these top level teams and they agree to play at your place, you do not move it for any circumstance, because that's the game that sells your atmosphere. That's the game that gets people out to say, holy shit, this is kind of cool. And it's exactly the same thing that that the SMU fans are making. It's like, finally, you've got some real big time teams that are at least regional teams. You know, it's one thing to bring in Miami. It's another thing to bring in Florida State or somebody like that. But you bring in a regional team like that, who have alumni who are in Dallas, they see what's going on. Guess what? They're not going to be able to make all the other games of their the team that they follow. Maybe they say, well, SMU will be my second school. I'll go out there just because it's a great time. And I feel the exact same way for us hosting OU, is that you've got to sell what you have.
Mm-hmm.
And when you bring a big team like that, what you have is going to be 10 times better than what anybody else is. Like when Texas Tech came to our place back in, what was it?
2009?
2009, 2010?
There's 2009.
I had my Tech buddies show up, and the tailgating was just incredible that day. And they're like, holy shit, you guys do it pretty damn good here. And they started they came out to games just to come because they had a good time at the tailgate. They wanted to come experience that because ain't nobody going up to Lubbock back then.
Yeah. And sadly, 2009 was probably the peak of U of H tailgating. If not that, then 11. But I think it was 2009.
But hopefully we can get back there. But SMU doing that, ooh, boy, that's a bad, bad, bad mistake, I think. I mean, you know, I understand the allure. Same thing here. We had a poll on the Veer about, you know, what would you sell? What would you be willing to sell the OU game for? And it was $1 to $4 million. And I said $4 million, but that was only because there wasn't an option to say screw off. Because I wouldn't sell it, but I wouldn't want to sell it for anything, because that's a one-time. It's a one-time check. You know, it's a one-time check, and you're also not using it. Well, I guess it depends on if you can you can put it in your season ticket package. You might sell some more season tickets. The thing is that you don't have the
You're not.
massive amount of demand. Like when we have OU here, we're going to be able to sell a lot more tickets because there's only 40,000 seats. That means you've got to be able to guarantee yourself a season ticket to watch any game that year. You better buy your ticket. And then it's a carryover effect to all of a sudden you've got more tickets sold, which is better opportunity for people to show up, because guess what? If they buy season tickets, they're going to kind of feel obligated to go at least to another game or two because they want to get the value for their money. Hell of a lot more than them saying, hey, do I want to spend, $400 today to go to a U of H game? No. But if you've already paid for it, well, guess what? You're in. You'll go.
Yeah. Tech and Arizona are tied at 39 with 16 and a half minutes to play. Koa Pete is out for the rest of the game with a back injury.
That ain't good.
That's not great. Don't wish that on anybody. Don't wish that on a great team, a great player.
Since we haven't closed out tits,
That's Two Idiots Talking Sports, sir.
yes.
And that's Two Idiots Talking Sports, sir, is tits.
Did you see the dude who hit I forget what team it was. Yesterday was opening day for baseball and for college baseball. And dude hit
Baylor guy.
No. Seton. It's like Seton Hall or something like that. He had a game tying home run. And he rounded
and broke
first,
his leg.
and he was celebrating and snapped his peg in half. Both of them. Both bones.
Wait. Okay.
I mean, he literally Joe Theismann himself. I mean, his foot was just dangling. I can't watch those, and I accidentally saw it, so I got to share exactly what it looked like to everybody else so they can mentally see that foot waggling.
No.
You don't ever want to see anybody get hurt like that.
I was at Nympha's on navigation last night with my sister, and she went to the bathroom, and I just picked up the phone and saw that clip. And I missed the part because on the first go around on the video, they didn't show it. He's just on the ground. And I'm like, what happened? And then they showed it. And I was like, oh boy. That's
I expect when an injury like that, or when an injury happens, whenever you twist your ankle or something like that, that you're going to be twisting it to the outside. But that thing snapped to the inside.
I don't even know how that happens.
I don't know. I mean, had to have been like shin splints or a hairline fracture there to begin with, or just a complete total freak accident.
Yeah.
Moral of the story is just jog around the bases and get to the plate.
Yeah. Walk quietly.
Dave Parker, he had it right.
Yeah.
Be safe out there. Rain and wind coming down hard. Our trash can flew like Jordan. Yes, I agree. See, not one piece, but two piece. Listen to
It is right getting into the loop. So we're going to do about 6 more hours of this show.
So guys, I'll tell you, if y'all are in transit and y'all have been stuck in traffic, literally go hunker down at Star Pizza, just right there. They're either one off of Washington or the other one. You know where it is. I don't know.
Norfolk at Shepherd and 59.
Yeah.
Or in Katy. The entire loop is a disaster traffic-wise. It looks like everything really inside the Beltway, everywhere.
Yeah.
So that should be fun tonight.
I mean, when I walked outside after my power went out the first time, I mean, it didn't go out, but it just, it's one of those flash, like a branch hit it, like the branch hit the line or whatever. I walked outside and there was stuff blowing all over the place. It's like, damn, it was like the derecho from a few years ago.
Yeah, year and a half ago. Should put 2 idiota talking sports on a T-shirt. I think spelling idiot wrong is the way to go. Yeah, if
Big
you
Jackson
spell it
went
wrong,
to
then
the
you're
Olympics. The Italian Olympics.
yeah. Can you imagine being stuck in traffic up in the parking garage? Yes, you can.
I think Ryan's going to go over to Frenchie's.
Well, I would. I don't like to go to Frenchie's twice in a day, and I've already been. So
No, I didn't know that you didn't like to go
Yeah.
twice in a day.
I try not to go twice in a day.
I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't let that.
I don't
stop.
have a problem. Well, I don't have a problem going, but it's when the people that work there comment, "Oh, you're back." That's
Hey, good to
the
see you
part-
back.
Yeah, that's the part that I'm like, oh, thought you'd have been gone by now. After the UT game a couple years ago, it became an add-on to season ticket packages. The UT game cost almost as much as the young alumni season ticket itself. And I read this out of order. Never forget there was rumors UT was going to be moved to NRG. I don't think there was ever any seriousness to this. After weeks of fan base complaints about something that wasn't happening, Pesman said, "Over my dead body." 21 NRG, Texas Tech sucked. 2019, Washington State sucked. I mean, Washington State never made any sense to begin with. They're a school with a 30,000 seat stadium.
Yeah.
Why would you need to move that to NRG? And it wasn't like it was week 1. I think it was week 3 or 4.
Yeah.
This didn't make sense. At least Tech was the first game of the season. But yeah, doing that in week 3 or 4. It was week 3 because Tulane was week 4 because that's when Derek King shut it down. How do we buy this stuff? Section12x.com. Just write it out. Section12x.com. And that's where you're going to buy it. We'll put this on for a little bit. Section12x.com. All you need. Great people, great clothes. Cougars, U of H people, not some foreign company or outsider company, but U of H people taking care of you, doing it the right way. There are so many extras and lanyards in this gear. The hats, the under brim is fantastic. I really can't say enough. And they sponsor our shows, and we appreciate that.
I mean, I would still be hyping them.
I would be too, because I think it's quality stuff. I really do.
And there's the beautiful thing about it is we've complained about gear and lack of it and lack of quality gear. So I mean, you most of the stuff I'd seen in the past has always been just trash, and that's if we could ever find stuff. But Frederick saw a hole out there and said, "You know what? I'm tired of complaining about it. I'm going to do something. I'm going to look into it." And then saw that there was an opportunity and took it. And I think the reason why we're such a good fit, partnering up, is that we did the same thing. Ryan saw that we kept bitching about, I wish this, I wish that, I wish we got more coverage here. And Ryan said, "Screw it, let's just do it. You ain't doing nothing." I'm like, "Yeah, you're right." Imagine it's a miracle how much free time you have whenever you're no longer partying every night.
Yeah, weird, huh?
Who'd have thunk it?
I pull up the Tech game. I gotta be at least able to look at the stats on this while we do the show. It's 42-42 with 14 minutes, less than 14 minutes to play. Very excited to see how this finishes.
Softball just walked off Michigan.
Really? Great people, great clothes, better pizza. That's a good one, Jack. I did not hear that about softball, but that's pretty cool.
Well,
U of H baseball is 2-0. Didn't see that coming. 2-0 against the ACC.
super.
Super.
Here we go.
I think women's basketball is playing today. Uh-oh.
Bonk.
Like walk-off homer?
Yeah.
No. And she made it to second without breaking anything.
Hey, kudos. That's getting around. That's how you celebrate a home run.
It's weird that the Michigan players just kind of all stood there.
Well, I mean, they're just enjoying the fact that it's not 3 feet of snow.
Maybe. Texas Tech is one of their last 8, and now they lead by a point. I imagine Arizona is just completely deflated. They're 4-9.
It's pretty damn good.
He's really good.
Man, I want to say he sucks for turning this down and choosing them, but guy can ball.
I don't think he turned U of H down so much
Well,
as
I mean, wasn't the Arizona
there was a numbers
kid
game.
Wasn't he an Arizona kid anyhow?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean,
he hesitated. His parents did not want him going out of state, and he hesitated, and Sinak and Isaiah Harwell filled that spot, and those were both top 15 recruits. You're not saying no. I mean, you can't wait for forever. I mean, and I think Sinak signed like right as the deadline for that early signing period ended. Darren Peterson, play or not play versus U of H?
He'll play at least a half.
You could see him coming down with another mystery flu, or he gets out there, sees how physical it is, and is like, nah. He played 23 minutes today. Imagine your star player playing 23 minutes.
Hey, everybody in the chat, please tell me this Jace Richardson attempt in the dunk contest. Is that real? Did that really happen? Is that fake?
What are we talking about? What dunk contest?
Apparently there's an all-star game this weekend.
Oh, the NBA?
Yeah.
I don't know how I didn't know that.
But this dude I don't know. I assume it's real. It's tough to tell these days. Dude went and tried to do a dunk and caught the side of the backboard and landed flat on his back and smacked the damn.
Wait, this is happening right now?
I assume so.
I just don't see it on any of my TV channels. That's weird.
His head on it. Is it not ESPN?
No, ESPN is where the Tech Arizona game is. ABC says College Game Day on my, but I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's not like I'm going to watch it.
No.
Toppin is such a force. Yes, he is a rather good player, especially when the other team's best player goes out. A little surprising. His numbers aren't as great. Christian Anderson's having a nice game. Good for him. There was something else I wanted to talk about this U of H game, and let's see if I can figure out what it was. I don't know. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't have anything.
Probably not.
Yeah. Both Tech and Arizona are in foul trouble. How exciting. Both Tech has 7, Arizona has 4. Neither team has scored a bucket in about 3 minutes. That's perfect for Tech. Just keep killing the clock. If Tech gets out of there with a win, That's crazy.
I think it's going to come down to who can steal road games.
Well, it's going to always come down to that.
Even more so. I mean, we've kind of run away with it the last 2 years.
Yeah, if you go 10-0 on the road, chances are you're going to win the conference.
Could you imagine going 10-0 and then not winning the conference?
That would be surprising. I would be surprised. Brad, do you want to talk about your U of H baseball team? 2-0?
I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I didn't figure.
I mean, they won. They played 2 games. They won. What are they playing in Puerto Rico or something like that?
They're in Puerto Rico. They beat Wake Forest. They beat Boston College. And they get Manhattan at 8 a.m. tomorrow. 8 a.m. And then Monday they play at noon.
Get it over with.
Yeah. 8 a.m. What a time for a baseball game. And then you get UT RGV next week, who went and beat Kansas last night. I don't know what they did today, if they played, but Arizona, I never know how to take these stats on like layups, how to take them seriously. Arizona is 1 of 8, according to Stat Broadcast. 1 of 8 on layups. U of H was 6 of 14 today. Kansas State was 8 of 17. That's bad basketball. That is not great. Okay. There was a popcorn machine fire at OU today. Maybe the best thing I saw all day.
I thought that was just their basketball team.
Yeah, no, that's a dumpster fire. That's different. This was a popcorn machine fire.
The popcorn is something that people will actually miss.
Yes. So, okay. Well, let's wrap this up, Brad, so I can go and play in Lightning. It's coming right through here right now. Fantastic. What are your final thoughts, little buddy? Oh, let's talk about this real quick before we start that. Thoughts on the Big 12 tournament glass floor?
I assume that they've done the research and it's not going to be a hazard physically. So sure. I mean, I'll say this. I'm torn on it because I really don't give a shit.
That doesn't sound torn at all. Bye, Miss Karen. Have a good night. I'm going to use my cream.
Happy Valentine's. Oh, my God.
And happy Valentine's. Do it on my feet. Okay. Okay, I understand what's going on now. Oh, that was bad.
Pause.
She was excited by it.
Because she's an adult. She doesn't have a mind like a 14-year-old.
So glass floor.
Oh, goodness. Okay. It got way overhyped, or the announcement itself got way overhyped. I told y'all that's what talking about going to church tomorrow. The announcement got way overhyped. And so when they announced that, hey, we've got this cool check out the glass floor thing we got. I'm like, okay.
The conference said it was going to revolutionize or be a total game changer for fans. How?
Yeah.
Unless that thing breaks and shards of glass start shooting into players, I don't see how it changes my day. Now they could, if they, and they will never do this, but if a team has the ball on offense and one guy is dribbling and they just put stats of what he is from each spot on the floor, that could be fun. But they're not going to do that. I went to the website of that company that's doing this, and they have some cool things, but I just don't see why it's important. And the cost is
unless
$3 million.
Unless they're going to do like NBA Jam. Boom, shakalaka. Unless they do cool stuff like that, it's just, hey, we can make
Boom,
the floor
shakalaka.
NBA Jam video game.
This is going to surprise you, but I don't remember that.
Well, everybody knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
most people do. You know, you know. But if they did stuff cool like that, but I mean, they're going to come up, they're going to use that. What, as Kelvin put it, the snakeskin floor,
which is what they've been using, which is terrible. I mean, it's an improvement over that. I'll give it that.
I mean, it's cool in a sense that the people there are probably going to enjoy it. The 30 seconds they show it on the broadcast pregame, all the cool stuff that they can do with it. I mean, that'll be cool. But I mean, what are they going to do? Are they going to change things during the game? Are they going to show? Are they going to show like stats on it or something? I don't know.
Will they be different from game to game, or will it be the same exact thing? Which, who cares if it's the same exact thing?
Right.
I mean, it's just really not different. Now, this company does have some cool things. I will give them that. I copied one of their images earlier and I was looking for it and I finally found it. Like, this is not useful, right? So it looks like it's like a toy box almost, which is fine, but you can't play with it looking like that.
No, I wouldn't want.
What's the point? No, of course not. But I mean, some of the video has some things moving around. I don't see it as being a big deal. It sounds like kind of a goofy distraction. Like, you have the best, most physical basketball in the country. Lean into that. Don't lean into, hey, Waka Waka, we got this cool floor.
I mean, I assume that there's got to be some money involved in it. So, I mean, anything that they can get would be great. I mean, I get why he wants to do it.
You think they're being paid money?
I would assume so.
I can't see that.
I mean, he's selling it hard. So, I mean, okay, cool. Does nothing for me. I really don't give a shit.
Yeah. I just don't know what the need is.
But then again, I'm also one who I really don't give a shit about the LED lights and, we can turn the lights off during the game and we can do cool stuff like that. Fuck's given zero.
Okay. I like a good presentation, but I don't know how this adds to it. The arena, the T-Mobile in Kansas City is going to be packed either way. The numbers on TV are going to be fantastic either way.
I think our pregame deal looks pretty damn good, and it doesn't have that.
You have something similar. It's not on the court, but you do a lighting thing.
Well, what I'm saying is you don't need a state-of-the-art glass floor.
I agree. People are commenting. Thomas, our winner today, said, I watched the technology on the glass floor and I'm impressed. The technology is very cool. How you apply it to a game, I still don't get. It's great that it changes. But is that in a game? Is that between games? Is that a timeout? I don't know. Is it a different? If it's a different floor from one 4-minute to another, is that cool or is that hokey as shit? I
Right.
don't know. Heard Yormark talk about it in an interview. I'm starting to wonder if he's used up all his charisma. Hasn't made a splash for the Big 12 recently. I don't disagree with that, but he saved this conference from being what the Pac-12 is now. It could have become the Pac-12, which is basically like Mountain West Plus.
Right. I'm
And
more
now you're seriously the third conference in the country. And in basketball, you don't take a backseat to anybody.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm just stuff I want to see him do involves TV deals with TBS, an actual. I mean, it's good that we're getting kind of a, I guess, sell through from ESPN to there. ESPN's offloading games to them rather than like CBS Sportsnet.
I wonder
but
if that changes.
I'd like to see
TBS. What if TBS gets too good and ESPN is like, oh, we got to stop this? They're making us look terrible because they're focusing on the product that's on the floor and not on the college football playoff or some other show we have.
Right.
That's my worry. You have to be on ESPN. It's great to have Fox. It's great to have CBS. It's great to have TNT, but you have to be on ESPN.
Yeah, I mean the thing is with Fox, Big Fox, okay, that's good. But the minute a game gets moved to Fox 1, God forbid it gets moved to Fox 2, it's done. Ain't nobody watching it. The viewership drops off dramatically. I mean, you're just a step above being on the Ocho or ESPN News at Fox 2.
But how is that different than TNT? I don't know the numbers. I'll just be honest. I don't know the FS1 to TNT, but the TNT broadcast is so elite.
Well, that's that game is getting sold through anyhow. I mean, that's going to be the games that get sent to TBS, TNT, or whatever. Those are ones that would normally go to ESPN Plus.
Yeah, you're right.
They're not ESPN2
You're right.
games. That's a win-win. But I'm wondering about doing an actual deal with TBS to have a portion of our games with them buying from us as opposed to buying from ESPN. But you play that, you got to play the game, and the game is that you keep ESPN happy and ESPN keeps you well fed. Because I mean, we got a better deal. We actually got a raise by losing OU and Texas.
Yeah.
Which was shocking. That was the biggest holy shit moment that the finances in college sports is so ridiculous that you lose legit big time brands and
your two biggest brands.
Yeah. Like by far. And the rest of the remnants of the truck stop conference all of a sudden gets a raise per school.
Yeah.
Not just overall, but per school. And now you got North Dakota State and Sacramento State joining FBS. The hell? I thought everybody was poor now.
Fine. Everybody is poor in what they have, not what they spend.
True.
Texas Tech is sticking right with Arizona, 7:28 to play. It's a 1-point game. How you judge Brett Yormark from here, and when is the deal up? 2031, 2030? So you probably see some action next year and into 28. he has made such a big deal about getting two separate deals, a basketball deal and a football deal. Is he able to come through with that? Or
Well,
does it just
I'll say
revert to what they've always done?
if he's able to do that, you can bet that the SEC and Big Ten are doing the exact same thing. And when that happens, that costs the networks dramatically more money. So as much as I want him to be able to do that, I don't think ESPN and Fox are going to agree to that.
I don't know.
Because they've had their way for so long that they've devalued basketball at least.
But if basketball is devalued and you decouple it from the football and you put it on TBS and TNT, and there's a Big 12 game of the night 5 nights a week.
Yeah.
That's interesting to me. What kind of deal can you get for that, and how does the pie grow?
Well, the question is that how much right now the one argument is that that it's always been a throw in.
Right.
Well, then ESPN can also come back and say, okay, you want to decouple it, then we're going to devalue your entire deal. So what you want for football and then the rest of the sports that get thrown on ESPN Plus, well, we're going to offer you a lot less. So what are you going to do? And then Fox does the exact same thing because they can. So do you fully go with TNT, TBS? Do they give you more money than what you got now?
No.
I mean, that's the kind of the line that you have to walk.
Right. But
you got to be careful that ESPN and Fox truly flex their muscle.
They have put this out there for years. Like, they're not going to be surprising anybody about what they want. And I think Fox is they want to grab more share. They're not going to push you away.
Right.
Because FS1, they want FS1 to rival ESPN2 is what they want.
Mm-hmm.
So
well,
it's an interesting thing, but that's how you need to judge Brett Yormark, not about a court or whatever else goober thing that doesn't matter. It's what kind of money is he able to get for his schools?
Right.
And are the presidents smart enough to take the good deal, unlike the Pac-12, who got sold a bill of goods by their commissioner, and then
we're going to be
blew
on
up.
Netflix. Everybody wants to watch Pac-12 except everybody in the Pac-12 footprint.
Except for those people, everybody does want to watch it. So
look, our one game of the week that shows up at 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock for all the degenerate bettors on the East Coast to try to recoup their losses or double down on their winnings. Look how many people are watching. Yeah, but nobody watches you at 3 o'clock. Nobody watches you at 5 o'clock.
And one of the things that Yormark has at his disposal is to make, because of going coast to coast, basically, you're able to step game from game from game. And if you schedule correctly, the whole month of February on Saturdays, you've got 2 or 3 or 4 bangers that you're playing. And that could be a blast. And they did it a couple times this year.
Out of all of his interviews talking about the floor and everything, what stood out was when he talked about the basketball schedule, and it was a focus for them to set the schedule up the way they did, so that February going into March looks like the NCAA tournament from the second week of February all the way through.
And it does.
You're going to have unreal matchups going for the next month.
I mean, what Arizona's going through, what U of H is about to encounter, what Kansas is going through. Iowa State is going through it right now. Tech is on the back end, I think, but you've got it's just basketball wise, it is a mile better than you could have ever imagined it was going to be. You started a conference or restarted a conference with 8 holdovers and 8 new schools. And the 8 new schools were 6 are kind of west of the Mississippi anyways, and then Cincinnati and UCF on the other side. And typically the further west you go, the worse the numbers are, or the worse the competitiveness is really. But the Western schools have held their ground, and especially in basketball, they've made it a much better conference.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's I'm looking forward to seeing how this all shakes out. The market value of the Big 12 is that it is competitive, and anyone can go or win versus what people are saying the best conference because of Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State, Michigan.
Mhm.
If he's able to get 2 separate deals, that would be huge for the Big 12. If they're better deals, if they combine and make a better deal, yes. And I think there's a lot of different ways for it to look, and you could, by decoupling, and because they've always told us that football was 90% and basketball was 10%, which frankly is garbage because basketball is an inventory for 4 months, and it's every night.
Well, and
And
it was, I will say that it was probably that way at one point. But now that
I don't
we're at
think
a
it is
point,
now.
well, now that we're at a point to where so many channels and the only thing that's viable for advertising is live sports. I mean, thank you TV for sucking, and for Netflix and all the other Paramount and everybody doing their own streaming thing and basically making weeknight television dead. But the only audience capture is live sports.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
And the thing is, basketball, you can put, you might not be able to get as much for one game. You obviously can't, but you can make a shit ton of money for a longer period. Like turning it out every night. And I tell you what, man, I'm really getting kind of freaked out. I think that my app on TV, I think it's really tracking. I think it's really got an algorithm feeding me ads that are very targeted. And I don't like that. You know, I've got like Mounjaro, every GLP drug, every diabetes drug is on my TV. Then throw in some Cialis. It's like, damn, these guys know me. What the hell's going on? They're missing Star Pizza ads, though. So, I mean, at least we got that going.
I was in Park City on Monday in a bookstore, and it was a cool little bookstore, and it was a bookstore and like cookies and cupcakes, which is the smartest thing to ever do. Because I will always walk into a bookstore and I will always walk into a cupcake place, and if you put them together. But there was a book, and I picked it up and I looked at it, and I was like, okay, I might think about looking at this online in the future. I didn't search it. I didn't do anything. Instagram served me an ad for that book last night, and it freaked me the out. Like there was no technology that, and for that book, which is, I mean, it's not some bestseller, it's just some book, but that kind of wigged me out. But I mean, to sell you, I mean, when you're shopping on Amazon looking for 6X shirts or 5X shirts, they know to sell you diabetes pills. I mean, no shit. So
And
in the
now, of
West.
course, you got enough AI that's literally tracking our voice, hearing me talk about food and being fat. I'm an easy target. Although I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice of which fat drug I'm going to use. You got to talk to my doctors
Yeah.
and my insurance companies.
Okay. Y'all have been great tonight. Thank y'all so much. Not a fresh, I thought it was going to be a lot more bitching in the comments, but it's been kind of chill. I appreciate that. Everybody understands that this is not the game to worry about. Monday night is, next Saturday in this building is, and then Monday at Kansas. Were you surprised that game day chose not to come here?
Not at all.
Yeah,
You
me
got
either.
you got Duke and Michigan up in the Northeast and Washington D.C.
Mid-Atlantic, yeah.
Whatever.
No,
No.
and what they did is they went to Arizona today to say, okay, we went to Arizona, the number one team in the country. We went there so that they didn't have to, because they went to Duke the week before, I believe. And so now they are able to go to Duke, Michigan, which frankly, from a media perspective, is the better game. I mean, from an ESPN, what do we want to do? It's a better, sell.
I mean, let's be real about it. I mean, the better game is probably U of H, Arizona.
The better game, but I'm saying a product.
But I mean, Duke is a nationwide audience. Michigan's a nationwide audience. I mean, if I'm going to make a business decision, I'm going there because I know I've got more people watching. It's just, I mean, that's just the way it is.
But Arizona, U of H is on ABC, and it will command a big audience. Duke, Michigan is on ESPN, probably going to command a smaller audience. It's a win for U of H. And frankly, the game day has not been great here. The crowds have not been great. They've been better at other places. I don't know how it'll be on a neutral.
I just think it kind of sucks anyhow.
No, I do. I 100% agree with you on the basketball side. I just
don't. Not game day.
It's not as interesting. It's not. Yeah, it's not as interesting. But I'm curious what it's going to look like on that neutral site in DC. But that's great. That's fine. So, did we talk about Tang taking the names off the jersey? Yes, we did. We did talk about that, Connor. It was back in hour number 3 of the show, I believe.
I'm going to say Connor probably was stuck in traffic.
He might have been. Connor came up and saw me at halftime, talked for a little while.
Came up and saw you like you got a throne up there.
Section 110, row 20 is reselling next Saturday for $2,000. It is listed for $2,000. It is not selling for $2,000. I mean, I could list Towns for $10,000. Nobody's giving me $10,000 for Towns.
True.
Yeah. So, okay, let's go ahead and do some final thoughts and get out of here. We've done 2 hours, just me and you. That's pretty impressive.
Sorry, guys.
And people are still here.
I know. Thank you for putting up with it.
Yeah. And thank you to everyone that subscribed today on the YouTube. Feel free to do that anytime you want.
We got the win. That's the most important thing. It ain't always going to be pretty. It ain't always going to be perfect. Now we've got the real stuff right in front of us. This is when there's an opportunity. I'll say this. I don't think the way this whole thing is going, I don't think you can lose. I don't think you lose the title if you went 0-3, but you can damn sure put it to bed if you go 3-0.
Okay. If you go 3-0, which let's all agree is not happening, right? Let's just agree. If you go 3-0, you cut down the nets in Allen Fieldhouse. You just, even before it's official, you cut them down.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, those are the two hardest places to play in the conference are your next two road games.
Well, besides
And the number one team,
U of H.
well, you don't have to play here as an opponent. But Allen Fieldhouse is a harder place to play. It just is. U of H has a better record here than they do at Allen Fieldhouse the last 3 years. But it's a harder place to play. And Hilton, I can't wait for the full Hilton experience. I'm excited. I've done Allen Fieldhouse twice. I'll do a third in 10 days.
Well, you're going to get
I'm going to get
the best atmosphere you could possibly get for both locations.
And here for Arizona. I mean, it's going to be 3 amazing games.
I mean, you got a week of 3 top 10 matchups.
8 days of 3 top 10 matchups. And Kansas is going to fall out of the top 10. But
sure,
if they win 2 games this week, they might be 10 by a week from Monday.
Of course they will. Of course they will.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same way where, the narrative goes that Bill Self is fallen off to Bill Self is now the greatest again, once more, because he proved to everybody that he can his guys can beat a good team.
Yeah.
I still think he's fallen off. So it is what it is.
It's hard to be amazing when everybody gets to play by the same rules you do.
Takes a little bit more.
Yeah. Arizona was pulling away, but all of a sudden, JT Toppin is coming back, and it's now 64-61. Arizona called timeout. Boy, Tech winning that game. That would not be bad for U of H. Tomorrow night, Marcus Trice, newest assistant coach with this football program, is with us. We'll talk basketball. We'll talk Iowa State. But we're going to all do it in 1 hour because Ryan has a 5 a.m. flight Monday morning, and I am not doing 2 hours Sunday night. We can do 3 hours Monday night from Hilton, but not Sunday night. Thank you all so much for watching. My final thoughts are you won the game. Jerome Tang got a tech. That weird-looking Italian got a tech. That is we don't talk about people's looks because that's unfair, but that's the ugliest person that has ever played at Fertitta Center.
And everybody understand, Ryan has not played at Fertitta Center.
I have not. That's just a fact.
Is it me, or does JT Toppin look like a skinnier Jerwan Roberts?
No. Do you think so?
Yeah.
You're an odd fella. What is the score there?
64-61. Arizona leads by 3. They have the ball minute 58.
Okay. Should we stick around or should we just end it? I'm going to let you decide.
I don't expect Tech to win this, so.
Yeah, I don't expect Tech to win it either. This is that guy. I mean, he's the ugliest guy that's played at Fertitta Center. He just is. Galen will tell you he's the best looking and would probably tell you this is the worst. I'm just saying it. Are they at a timeout? Because it's still 64-61.
They're reviewing an out of bounds call.
Oh, an out of bounds, an offensive rebound. Yeah. My TV gave up. I have Xfinity and it hates me. It does not want.
There a few years back, I was a huge fan of Xfinity.
Huge.
As they were as they were growing in the marketplace, I got on with them. God, I've probably been a customer of theirs for almost 15 years, 12 years at least. But I started off on a slow internet package, and every time they upgraded their system, they upgraded my speed and my price stayed the same. And then I guess once they got enough customers and they decided to say, hey, you look like you could use a fisting. And they put on this glove.
What? I don't understand. What am I doing with myself? Where did I go wrong?
I do think it's funny that now we've got so many streaming services. Somebody's going to come in and say, hey, why don't we bundle all this stuff together and then
Make one product.
Make a new thing. We can call it Cable. I mean, I can't believe. Did you see that YouTube's going to do a skinny option for sports?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I think it's going to be like $55, $55, $60.
I thought that's what it was. I thought YouTube by itself was 55.
No, it's up to 85.
I just don't understand that. Okay, whatever.
But it's going to cut out all the bullshit and just have all the sports channels.
Yeah.
Now, seeing that I'm paying $30 for ESPN Unlimited, that's a damn good deal. So you get all the sports channels plus the local affiliates to go with it. It's like done. I'm surprised that Xfinity hadn't come up with something similar.
Tech had a chance there. Didn't get it. That's a shame. Okay. So we believe Tech is going to lose this.
Yes.
Cole Pete's out. Richie Saunders is out. U of H has all their guys. All the guys you can depend on. You know, I was big in favor of Arizona adding that old logo with the cactus on their floor, but their floor is awful looking now. It's just hard to look at.
Yeah, I mean the new logos. I do like the new
or the new old logo. Yeah. They had it on some things when we were at Arizona for football a year and a half ago, and it was like, that is badass. You should use that. And their fans obviously agreed, and they voted to put this logo back on this court at McHale Center, and it's just too big. It's just way too big. So
it does look
Tech
odd.
blocks. Yeah. And it's a cool arena. It's probably my fourth or fifth favorite in the conference. I like Tilton better. I like, obviously, Allen Fieldhouse. I like Marriott Center. United Supermarkets was pretty good when we were there last year. We've gotten the benefit of getting some really good situations. What are you sending me? How are you able to send me texts and talk to me at the same time? I don't understand.
Do what?
I don't know.
Well, because I've got two monitors.
What the That is the worst throw I've ever seen in my entire life.
Dude, that was definitely Steve Sachs-esque.
Oof. Because no tournament locally wants them?
Because they were invited.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
I think it was a Bad Bunny trade.
Okay. It's 64-63 now. Arizona's missed their last 5 shots. Uh-oh. No, there
Did
went
he go
that.
back to Detroit? Man, you gotta go back to where you came from. I can't believe the guy's still playing.
He's got to be 45, right? No, he's 42. Oh,
I mean, 42, married to Kate Upton, one of the best pitchers
he's been
ever.
but he's been in the league for 21 years.
Yeah.
I mean, so he's oh,
64, 63, 32 seconds left. Tech with the ball.
Jeff Conrad is super excited by what he's seeing.
Boom. 3 for Texas Tech. Joseph's got a question for you.
I
Ryan?
love All-Star Weekend. This is the best venue, the best city for All-Star Weekend. There's no doubt in my mind that where it's being held is the best place for it. Great players playing in the All-Star game, exactly what you want to see. That was me as Rob Lowe wearing the NFL hat.
I'm just glad the dude didn't die. That bashed his head on the ground.
No, it's being played in LA. Who knew? Texas freaking Tech. 9-0 run. Arizona's missed their last 7 shots. Haven't scored in 3 minutes.
Gum.
If Tech steals the game,
Do what?
if Tech steals this game, I mean, you're
There's still a long way to go. It's 25 seconds. That's like
but
more
you're a
than
Monday night away from. But if Tech wins this and you can go steal a game at Hilton, you would be at least 2 games clear of everybody.
Here you
I
go,
don't
Ryan.
know.
Here's another question for you. What is your take on where baseball coaching staff will be at the end of the season? Auto fire, 1-year extension for good performance, or a new contract? The team has been mediocre for years.
You don't want to handle this one?
What say you? I'll follow.
I think that this is the end of the road for the staff. I don't think they have the talent to compete in the Big 12. But if they surprise me, good for them. I do not think you can extend Todd's contract unless, you would have to make a significant run in the tournament. And even then, I don't know if you do it. Looks like we're going to overtime.
Well, Arizona got a bullshit call.
The foul, I didn't see it. I'm
That led
looking
to
at it.
2 free throws.
2 free throws. They made 2 free throws and game ends or regulation ends. Now, Tech is not going to win this game in overtime. Just not going to happen. And
Anderson,
little Grant McCaslin
Anderson decided that he wanted to go glory hunting.
So I didn't see it. Was it bad?
Like
bad decision?
Yeah. Get the ball to top and on the block.
Yeah, no shit.
McCaslin's all up in his ass about it.
Yeah, I see that. I'm seeing that now. It's been 30 seconds. He's not even worried about overtime. He just wants to ream his ass.
Dude, he literally had the.
I would love for them to show a replay.
You cannot post up better than that.
Oh, jeez. No. Oh, no. No.
That's mean, you literally got the conference most valuable player.
But even if you
with the defender on his back, and
even if you don't throw
him.
it to him, you've got to get that shot off at 4 seconds, 3 seconds, so that you can have a tip in or an offensive rebound. You can't take it all the way to the buzzer there. Anderson blew it. He should have given it up. He was trying to be the hero. Yeah. Well, let's go back to baseball while they're getting into overtime. I don't see a way that he's retained. This is a good job. It's not a great job, but it's a very good job. And a lot of people will be interested in it. And it might not be a current head coach. And that's okay, because it has to be built.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, Brad's a big fan of Matt Deggs. If you could get somebody like that, okay. He's still at Louisiana Lafayette.
Yeah, I mean, I still think it's gonna be tough to get him out of there.
Maybe
just because his relationship with Robichaux, and I mean, they literally he picked him up off the mat and gave him a shot, gave him another big time chance, and but I don't know. I just have a bad feeling he's going to get extended no matter what happens.
I don't think
that
weird
anyone in the athletic department gives a shit enough about baseball to go against the people who have kept him employed for this long.
Yeah, I think that's fair. It turns out if you go to Toppin, good things happen.
You do what?
If you go to JT Toppin, good things happen.
Some might say.
Tech.
I mean, honestly, I'm going to do everything I can to get him 20 shots, 30 shots a game. I mean, I would feed him every chance I could possibly get.
He's had 19 shots. He's 11-19. He's only shot 6 free throws, which is kind of surprising.
Well, he's at Arizona. He's not going to get those calls.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a good question. Good question, Connor. I don't know. I don't.
I haven't asked him, but I'm going to tell you what. You know who's going to be in Ames? We might talk about baseball. I might ask.
I don't know.
I might ask.
It's just been, honestly, I barely even think about baseball anymore because it's just been so bad for. I can't call it mediocre because mediocre is making the tournament. I mean, 64 teams, you've got to be at least one team. You got to make it.
When your motto is M64 for a decade, which is basically make the tournament M64, you have zero expectations of your program. And Chris Pesman extending him is one of the most baffling decisions we've ever seen an AD make. And yes, it's a non-revenue sport like baseball, but
the thing is, there's only 2 revenue sports.
Yeah.
So every sport's a non-revenue sport.
They went back to Toppin. You know, I know that Tommy Lloyd is a genius and all, but maybe you would think about defending Toppin.
Well, I think they are. They've got they got Krivas on him, and
yeah, I just can't watch it, but I'm just looking at stats.
It's just a man-to-man battle that Toppin said, "It's mine."
Now it's the M64 has been dropped. I swear
Well,
I've seen it for 20
dropped.
years.
It was dropped after they missed the tournament 4 straight years. I think after Kyle Bunn was hired and fired within a year or so.
Yeah. It's been, Brad and I are both huge baseball guys. College baseball is honestly been my favorite sport until this run that basketball's been on. It's been my thing, and I've paid so little attention in the last 5 years that I really don't even know. It does look like they've dropped that stupid hashtag, so that's good.
I mean, it pretty much when Frank Anderson was gone and when Triple Couch was gone, it was over.
Yeah, there's that. Do you have high expectations for who the new softball coach will be? No. I am super happy that they won, but that's not a sport that I can realistically sink my teeth into. It just doesn't matter to me. I mean, the woman that they just hired is supposed to be very good, and I hope she does magical things here. But I can't get into it. Here's one. What are the biggest change in football game day experience will be? It needs to be easier to get into the U of H complex, easier to park, easier to make it into the stadium, easier concession lines. And I think if you just make those things easier, not great, just easier, people will consider it a much better product.
One way to make things easier, giving fans a reason to be there 4 hours before game and hang around for maybe an hour or two after.
Football, college football especially, is an 8 to 10 hour commitment for a large part of the fan base. And if you're coming in from out of town, which a lot of people do, it's an even bigger commitment.
I mean, just think if you live in, well,
you
really
can say
doesn't matter.
Anywhere. Yeah.
Live where you do, inside the loop. And so to get to a game, it's going to take you 40 minutes probably.
Well, it takes me about 25 to get to campus sometimes. Yeah.
30 to 40 minutes. So, I mean, you got an hour round trip, then you got a 3-hour game. So if you show up 30 minutes beforehand, and you leave 30 minutes after, it's what, 5 hours? So minimum 5 hours of your day. So pretty much your entire day is gone. But luckily it's built to where you can make a 10-hour day out of it and just have a great time. So if you're going to take most of people's day, you need to give them a reason other than the 3-hour game, 2.5-hour game.
U of H was very short-sighted when they did not put the stadium right next to the freeway. We thought it was a bad move then. It's a bad move now. You could have a mini entertainment district over there.
I mean, there's nothing
on the freeway.
That. I mean, but
no, there's not. But I'm getting to something.
Do.
I'm getting to it. And then you built the indoor practice facility where you did. You turned TDECU from the footprint where Robertson was. You did that solely for that downtown view, which you then went and blocked. But you took prime tailgating and parking away from right next to the stadium. Now, a university has to be about more than football, and I completely understand. But if football is the front porch, you have to be strategic with how you do these things, and they weren't. They were not strategic. You could have built an indoor practice facility on the other side of TDECU, and it wouldn't have hurt the football program at all. Maybe you have to walk farther from the outdoor to the indoor facility, but that's not a huge deal. It's been short-sighted for years and years, and there's never been a ton of forethought into anything. That's my thought. And now you have to go and change things to make it easier because of those decisions that were not made in the past that should have been made. Other than the tailgating thing, there would have to be the great investment in the immediate area or in areas in or around campus, especially across Scott Street. There has been a very big investment across Scott Street. It does not help a football scene or U of H, but a lot of companies have put money over there. But what you haven't seen a neighborhood develop as well as it should have. East Downtown is the same way. It just hasn't developed like everybody thought it would. Are we at Arizona made a shot?
77-75. Texas Tech has the ball.
4 seconds. Why would they do that? Why would they take a shot with 8 seconds? What happened? Okay.
Now Tech
Is Tech going to win this?
the shot clock was running down with about 8 seconds. They missed a shot. They got the offensive rebound, and then Arizona's
Well,
foul.
but they shot it with 8 seconds on the clock, huh?
Because the shot clock was running out.
No, I'm saying 8 seconds on a shot clock.
No, 8 seconds off the game clock.
Oh, okay. It was an
Shot clock
offensive
nearly
rebound.
out.
It was an offensive rebound. That's what I missed. Okay. How do you miss? How? Bad. Just take a knee. So I guess we're going to stay through the end of the Tech game, I think is what happened. But y'all ask good questions, and those are fun to talk about.
I mean, the big issue we've got right now is even in a packed game, there's one parking lot that's more than half empty.
What are you talking about?
Over by the cop station. They should still move that shit. Put that over on the other side.
Missed it. Is that the ball game?
Okay, he hit
That's
the
the ball
second
game.
game. They're up by 3 with 4.5.
No, the game's over. Houston leads the Big 12. All by themselves. Chris Gardner's over my shoulder screaming Big 12 basketball, Big 12 basketball. I'm entertained. when it comes down to it, whose fault is it? Or is it a shared fault? I assume we're talking about stadiums and all the crap and the forethought. And I don't know if it's fault, but there's been one person, and it's the president. And the president there hasn't been the forethought that there needed to be. And I don't know if it's fault, but she keeps bringing in new ADs. She keeps bringing in new CFOs. She's the constant. So the stadium should be renamed. Well, hang on. The stadium should be renamed this summer to Smart Financial or Space City or whatever it's going to be.
It all comes down to that one, like you were talking about earlier, it comes down to that one decision that it was allegedly too expensive to move the power plant.
Right.
Which therefore eliminated that area as a site for the stadium.
And I believe it was like $1 million. It wasn't something crazy.
Well, for us back then.
Right. But you could have.
Oh, absolutely. You could have, because you had somebody who
was
probably willing to help offset that cost. Because that right there changes the development of the entire area. Next thing you know, you got Ferris wheels and roller coasters.
How about that? Texas Tech. Good for them.
Okay, so now that win right there really does mean that puts Arizona at 10-2.
Houston's 11-1.
And then you get
Iowa State,
with 3 losses.
Iowa State, Kansas, and Texas Tech are 9-3.
So
we've been talking about 3 losses.
Do what?
I don't know.
If we were to lose 3, I still think we're in a tie for first.
Right now, it looks like a 3-loss team gets a share. That's what it looks like. But you're sitting there with 1, and there's no reason to be thinking about 3.
Well, I'll just say this: just win them all, and it's over with 4 games to play.
Oh, my boy Mick Cronin.
What'd the thumb do?
UCLA played Michigan at Michigan, and it was a 40-38 game at the half, which is all you can hope for in your UCLA right now. Michigan then shot 78% in the second half.
Holy shitball.
Yeah. Whoops.
I mean, hell, it's a good afternoon shooting 78% from the free throw line in the half, much less everything you shoot.
Michigan shot 65% from free throw. UCLA shot 50%. Oof. They got beat by 30. It was a 2-point game. UCLA scored 18 in the second half.
Oof.
Yeah. Brad, do you think Arizona will move off the 1 line after this?
For 1 seed? No.
Yeah.
No, not yet.
Now they're 20, but they're lost 2 in a row.
But they were undefeated.
Yeah. Here's the thing. If you're looking at this, the teams I think could be a 1 seed today: Michigan, Arizona, Duke, Houston, UConn. That's my 5 that I think could be a 1 seed right now. Iowa State wins Monday night. They're in that conversation. They should be in that conversation today.
I throw Iowa State in there as I think you got 6 teams viable number 1 at this point, or viable 1 seeds.
Do you know the team that would scare me the most right now to have them in my region as a 2?
Illinois.
Florida. Florida is playing as well as anybody in the country.
Yeah. Did they finish
Illinois
off?
is playing
Did they bury,
great.
Kentucky, I assume.
I have not seen that score today. I'm just talking about going into today.
Yeah, 92-83 at home beat Kentucky. I mean, 10-2 in the Southeast Conference.
That's
Playing
pretty
well at the
stout.
right time.
I don't know who wins that conference. They're going to beat up on each other, and everybody's going to say it's so tough. It's a gauntlet. Whatever. Wisconsin has beat 3 top 10s in a row. I can't make myself watch them. Iowa State has 3 conference losses. They're not on the one. They're close. They're 7 in Ken Palm. They are, where are they at? They're 9 in the net. So that'd put them at a solid 2 to high 3, but I think they'd be a 2. Gonzaga is 6 in the net, and I just don't think that anybody's gonna. Nobody's putting them on the 2 line.
The net. Hey, all power to you. But when you lose to Portland,
not the Trailblazers.
Yeah,
the Pilots.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
I mean they were a shocking 8 seed last year.
It's not I guess it's not really their fault of where they are, but in the conference, I mean, they don't play anybody other than St. Mary's for the entire season. I mean, Utah State can be good at times, great home court, but outside of that, I mean, and then you throw a loss to Portland. Is it Portland or Portland State? I don't know.
No, it's Portland.
I mean, I guess
and Utah State is in the Mountain West. Portland State's in the Big Sky. So,
all right. Well,
yeah, I guess we can end this. Speaking of the Pilots, Portland and Purdue. Portland and Purdue are opening their season in Sugar Land. Okay. You got to go where the grass is growing.
Sure.
Wow. That is wild. Kansas State had 26 points off turnovers. That is crazy to see. But it's a 78-64 win.
Yep.
And you go to Iowa State in first place all by yourself in the best basketball conference in the country. This is exactly what you've wanted. Big Monday. You had the number 1 game in the country on Monday. You are it. You are the spotlight, and you have a chance. Iowa State hasn't lost this season at home. I think they've won 18 in a row at home. You got a chance to go in there and do something, and you beat them, and you put a little daylight between you and the rest of the conference. It's only 1 game with Arizona, but they're reeling. They got Koa Pete's hurt. Who knows how long that is? U of H is certainly in the driver's seat right now. So join us tomorrow night. This is why the game is badass. Marcus Trice joins us tomorrow night. Get the skinny on the defense for you Houston Cougars. Expect a lot of things from this guy. He is an up-and-comer. And Willie Fritz knows how to go and find that talent. And we'll be back. We'll talk basketball. We'll have Galen maybe. And talk about Iowa State, the rest of the conference, and much more. Section 12X Thank you so much for your sponsorship and for these great duds. Just fantastic. And we'll see you again, whatever your name is, Italian guy. Thanks for watching, guys. We appreciate it. And thanks for hanging out for 2.5 hours.
I can't do it. Okay. We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. F*** it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.